There once ruled a king who had 6 daughters and no son. When the queen heard the joyful news that she would soon be a mother again, the king said sternly, "If this child is also a girl, I will not let her live." The queen's heart shook with worry. As the birth time drew near, the king commanded the maid, "Kill the child the moment it is born." The moment arrived. A beautiful baby girl opened her tiny eyes and entered the world. The maid looked at her face, and her hands froze. Her heart melted. The baby laughed, and suddenly, flowers rained gently from her lips. The maid jumped back in shock. "A baby that speaks flowers!"
A baby that speaks
she whispered.
flowers?
When the queen heard this, she widened her eyes too. She quietly filled a pouch with gold and silver and said, "Tell the king the child was born dead. Raise my daughter in secret." And so, hidden away, the little princess grew. When she began walking, gold and silver bricks formed beneath her feet with every tiny step. The queen secretly collected each brick and stored them away. Soon, a great drought struck the kingdom. The treasury dried up. The king paced around like a worried lion. "How will I run my kingdom now?" The queen calmly opened her secret vault and placed a few gold bricks before him. The king gasped loudly. "Where did these come from?" The queen smiled and said, "First, promise you will spare my life." The king promised. Then the queen brought forth her 7th daughter. She walked, gold scattered like shiny confetti. She smiled. Flowers bloomed around her feet like nature was cheering. The king's eyes softened. His heart finally opened. He rushed forward and hugged his daughter and the queen.
"I was wrong.
"I was wrong,"
Forgive me."
he said. "Forgive me." But the elder sisters? Oh no. Their jealousy woke up like a dramatic volcano. To calm the storm of envy, the king built a separate palace for his youngest daughter. Before leaving on another journey, the king asked his daughters, "What gift shall I bring you when I return?" The youngest was busy praying, so her servant answered for her, "She wants patience, my king." The king scratched his beard. Patience? When he returned, he brought grand gifts for all, and a small wooden box for the youngest.
This is
patience, he said. The princess placed it in the corner like, "Okay, cool. Thanks, I guess." On a hot afternoon, she opened the box, searching for a breeze. Inside was a beautiful hand fan. She waved it, and whoosh, a handsome prince appeared. The princess fainted like a cartoon star. The prince laughed and woke her gently. "When you wave this fan, I'll come. When you wave again, I'll go back." Days passed like a romantic fairy tale playlist, but the sisters found out, and jealousy returned again, spicier than chili. One sister pretended kindness and said, "I made a soft bed for your guest." But the bed had glass hidden under the sheets. The prince lay down and, ouch! Glass pierced him. Blood spilled. The princess panicked, waved the fan quickly, and sent him home. He did not return. She cried while waving the fan like a sad Disney moment. "I will find him myself," she said bravely. Dressed like a boy, she traveled into the wild jungle. Resting under a tree, she overheard a parrot and Mina talking. "The cure is a wild pigeon nest with blue eyes, the size of a human foot." Hope returned like sparkles in her heart. After days of searching, she found the giant blue-eyed pigeon, trapped it carefully, and cooked healing soup. The soup smelled like Destiny's kitchen. She wore a mask and entered the prince's palace as a doctor. Everyone was like, "Whoa, young doctor alert!" She fed the soup to the prince, and his wounds healed magically. The prince thanked the doctor. "Ask anything, I will grant it." She smiled and said, "My prince,
Would you recognize me?
can't you recognize me?" She removed the mask. It was his princess. The prince fell at her feet dramatically, like, "OMG, it's you." They married soon after. For 7 days and nights, the kingdom celebrated like a royal festival.
Give me.
The king, queen, and sisters arrived too. The sisters apologized in shame. The princess forgave them with a big heart. And so, the prince and princess lived happily ever after. When she laughed, flowers fell. When she walked, gold and silver scattered. And when she waved her fan, winds of joy spread across the kingdom. Their story became a legend of love, patience, courage, and forgiveness. The end.